Hey geeks, welcome to another episode of Geek Speak TV Live. I am your host, Patrick Estrada. Joining me is my co-host, Abigail Ames. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Let me see, we had a week off, right? It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so we enjoyed time with our friends and family, and we got stuffed and got sick and did a bunch of other stuff. So we took the day off to enjoy that. And Black Friday was going on last week. I hope you all survived and got what you wanted.
I got nothing. I have no money.
Yeah, well, as a lot of us, but the cool thing about Black Friday is for those of us with little cash, sometimes you can come up on those big scores. We have a friend, Houston Huddleston, who I'm sorry Houston got to post this because you put it on Facebook anyway. He got this 50-inch 4K TV from Best Buy for, take a guess, how much? 50K, 50 inches. 4K, 50 inches television, brand new, and it's a Toshiba. How much would you pay for that? How much do you think you'd pay for that at a Black Friday sale?
At least over 400.
It was 190 something. Shit. It was ridiculous, right? Come on. So for that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm definitely gonna have to look. I'm gonna get anything. I'm broke too, but maybe next year. But yeah.
A college student here. I'm not gonna have money ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, student loans and whatnot. That's not fun.
Oh no, the government's still paying. Government's paying for my school, and I'm still gonna be broke.
Huh? Well, let's be hopeful and positive. Maybe the job market might turn around. You want to be a teacher, right?
Yes,
so,
we get paid so much.
Yeah, you don't get paid much, but there are jobs out there. I know, but hopefully, and that's something that should change. If you're listening out there, vote for that whenever you get a chance to, because I think teachers should be paid at least triple what they're getting paid now, at least, right? So we can geek. Let's go over the box office because I know I haven't left my house in a while. So, there's a lot of movies going on. Let's check out the week in the box office. So Mona, which is the Hawaiian Disney movie, right? Opened at number 1 last week with $56 million.
I'm gonna hopefully see that this weekend, but we'll see because finals are next week, ready to kick my butt.
Well, good luck to finals and you on that one, because I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Kill me.
Yeah, seriously, God. I'll tell you about my finals because they're actually not that bad at all. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them goes into number 2 slot after a second week out. Doctor Strange, 4 weeks out, and number 3.
There's just a lot of really good freaking movies out.
Yeah, Allied, I heard, is amazing. It's based on true events about American spies in World War II, starring Brad Pitt. And sliding into number 5 is the sci-fi alien pick with the people from Star Wars and X-Men and
with Hawkeye and Lois Lane.
Yeah, Lois Lane. Thank you. So number 5, The Arrival. There you go. That's the week in box office. I haven't had time to go out, and see any movies, but I want to see Mona because I heard you were saying the soundtrack is
by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did Hamilton, obviously, and I have had a chance to listen to some of the songs, and oh my gosh.
A little update for you Hamilton fans and for you coming to LA.
Yeah, I know.
So make sure you get your tickets. Go on sale
soon.
Yeah, check the it's at the
Pantages.
Check the Pantages.
Dude, every Hamilton's fan has known that for months.
But some of you geeks who aren't in the know, now you know, and knowing is half the battle, as they say.
I'm sorry. Now you know is a thing from Hamilton. So
is it really?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the damn thing yet, so dude, I want no spoilers. I actually want to see it.
No, dude, listen
one
to the
time.
fucking soundtrack.
I don't want to. I want to see it one time, the first time, be fully exposed to it, so I can get the full. You know what I mean?
Dude, you are not going to get it in one go. There's so much in there.
In the actual play?
In the play, there's so many little references and stuff like that. You cannot get it in one go.
You know what I mean? Oh, no, I'm sure I wouldn't. But once I get that first exposure, and then, I want to lose my virginity all at once. I don't want, the hand job and then, making out session, all at once. One big bam. There we go. And that's my view on Hamilton.
Yeah, my dad's watching this.
Hi, Dad. So that's coming out. What else is coming out that I saw that I was like, I gotta go see that because I drove by the Pantages.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is in 2 weeks. Rogue One.
And then
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited. I already have tickets.
People are like, I've been hearing a lot of mixed feelings about Star Wars Rogue One, but the same people also didn't like The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I think it's because some people are like, it's new. It's not classic.
But I guess. Like, what can you do with that? Like, it's new Star Wars. Like, even I that don't like the prequels appreciated the prequels because, hey, you know what? It's new Star Wars. It's something that we didn't have before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but
anyway, the Rogue One to me it looks amazing. It looks like it's a great storyline.
I'm kind of praying to God Assassin's Creed isn't a flop.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That's right. That's coming out in a couple weeks, isn't it?
Yeah. Please, for the love of all that is holy, don't mess that up.
The posters look legit.
Yeah, no.
I would say.
And Fassbender looks like he did an amazing job in it.
Yeah.
Come on, it's freaking Magneto.
Yeah, no, I'm just, you know the history of video game movies.
I know. I know that I saw Pixels and I wanted to put my head through a wall.
There was so much potential for that too. Oh, God. Hollywood. You're hurting me. You're hurting us where it hurts. But a little more on the Weekend Geek. There's lots of TV shows going on. I do not have time to watch TV shows. Thank God for you and Kyle. You get to watch all the cool TV shows.
Yeah, no. We just had this big old crossover on the CW.
That's what we're going to talk about. Make sure you guys go to our website, geekspeak.tv. There's in-depth reviews from our editor-in-chief, Kyle, on there, going over all these. Have you seen Legends of Tomorrow?
I've seen Legends of Tomorrow. I've seen Arrow. I've seen Flash. I've seen Supergirl.
Okay, so Legends of Tomorrow, give us, just for those at home who don't know what the hell we're talking about, what is Legends of Tomorrow?
Okay, so basically, to be frank, they took all the spillover characters from Arrow and Flash, and they put it into one TV show.
Like who?
Let's see, Firestorm, White Canary, Atom, Crud. There's more than that, and I can't remember.
Now, excuse me for saying this, and I don't want to offend anybody, but are those like the B string of DC Universe comics? I don't read DC at all.
Yeah, that's mostly
the B stringers.
Yeah, no, but it's fun for any kind of nerd, and even if you're not, it's a fun show, and they time travel. And they go and fix continuity, and with Barry constantly screwing the timeline.
The space-time continuum?
Yeah, there's a little bit of...
Don't mess with the space-time continuum, people. Like, people ask me, like, oh, would you ever do anything over in your life again? No. Don't you know about the space-time continuum? I could really screw some stuff up if I do one thing differently.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me for Legends of Tomorrow, they have Heatwave, and they have Captain Cold. But Captain Cold supposedly died a while ago, but... there was no death shown, so nobody believed it. And they showed him coming back in the next episode, so everyone's a little excited because Captain Cold.
Okay, so then there's Arrow.
Everyone knows
Arrow.
Unless you've been living under a rock, dude.
Right, and Flash.
Flash is amazing.
And Supergirl.
Supergirl, which is now starting this season, been officially integrated into the CW. Okay. And they've been doing a very good job with it.
So what would happen with this whole crossover? Who went to whose house and had
Okay, so Supergirl, there's basically no crossover there. They basically just came in at the end of the episode and said, hey, Supergirl, we need your help, and can you come over to our universe?
And who's they?
That was Cisco, who's Vibe, and The Flash.
God, these guys. You know, and it's because, like, there's so if you guys are on Facebook, you might see a lot of memes. The CW universe, right? That's what this is referring to. All of the television shows, right?
Yeah, that's the CW.
On the CW. And then there's the cinematic universe, which is
crap.
It's different than this universe. So, how do you, as a, because you're pretty much a DC fan as well.
Yeah, I am.
How do you feel about the two exact kind of like parallels?
I think that, personally, that the TV shows have handled it a lot better.
Better than the movies?
Yeah, and also they have a lot more time and space compared to the movies.
Yeah.
Where the movies are competing with the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And that is stiff competition.
MCU is Marvel Cinematic Universe, in case you were wondering, like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, no, that's stiff competition. Yeah. And they're losing terribly because they're rushing through everything. On the other hand, with the TV shows, starting with Arrow, they weren't competing with anyone.
And that's available on Netflix too, by the way.
Yeah, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, and Supergirl, all available on Netflix.
And being that we're talking about Netflix, let's talk about some Netflix. Because Netflix has been, for the holidays, releasing some awesome things. We were just watching Scrooged.
Scrooged is so much fun, man, if you haven't seen it.
It's amazing. Bill Murray's in it. It's telling.
It's Bill frickin' Murray. You don't compete with that.
No, it's an 80s classic retelling the story of Charles Dickens' A Christmas
You
Carol.
want me to tell you how many times I watched that?
Tell me.
I literally killed the VHS tape that I had it on.
Damn, shout out VHS, yo.
I had it on freaking little VHS. Remember to be kind, rewind.
I love that movie so much. There was a movie theater down the street from where I live called the Capri that would show 350 double features. And that was showing with, I think it was Dirty Rotten Scoundrels at the time, which is another amazing 80s movie with Steve Martin. I saw that in the theater probably, I'm not even exaggerating, probably about 12 times. Because I would go twice a week to go see movies, and I saw that one all the time because it was hilarious.
Yeah, Scrooged is fun.
But in case you were wondering about Netflix and how you have to have constant internet connection, now you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because
no, certain shows and whatnot are allowing you to download onto your device.
Yeah, so go to your Netflix device on your Android or your Apple device, and there should be a download option there. There's an icon next to the shows you can download, so you can search and it'll be a little download, watch for later. And that's pretty much it.
For when you're on, the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, data and all that stuff still applies, so, check your carrier and all that.
Remember, just have your shit connected to the Wi-Fi,
so
download,
Wi-Fi.
then go to the airport.
Mm-hmm. Plan ahead just a little bit. Also on Netflix, I still can't watch The Gilmore Girls. Terrible still. But one of my favorite movies of all time when I was a child, now the 80s were a little different time, National Lampoon's Animal House. Now, not appropriate for children today. It's like, I think it's rated R. But it's kind of where it stars Tom Hulce, John Belushi, and Kevin Bacon. I think that was like his first movie ever. So that's at the beginning of 6 Degrees of Separation is Animal House. He's like 18, 19 years old, super young. It came out in 1978. But it's a story of the Delta House on a made-up sorority. We had one of the women who was in this movie on our show at LA Comic Con talking about Animal House. It's a great comedy. Watch it. It's a classic. John Belushi, who isn't with us anymore, brother to Jim Belushi, the other comedian, a lot less funnier than his brother John. Sorry, Jim. It's just the truth. It really is the truth. What else is going on? So, do you have anything on Netflix that you've been watching that you want to recommend to
What have I been? I've just been rewatching Clone Wars recently.
You know what? It's a good way to get into the spirit of Rogue. That's why I've been doing it too. Is Rogue One's coming?
Clone Wars is just so much fun.
It's solid. And again, don't dismiss it because it's a cartoon and it's animated.
No. It's pretty adult for a kid's cartoon. I mean, I was just watching it, and there's one scene, and it had booze and drugs and prostitutes all in one. I'm like, how on earth did they get away with passing this off as a children's television show?
Yeah, spice is drugs, man. Spice is drugs in the Star Wars universe. Did you ever get a chance to play Star Wars Galaxies, the video game?
No, I don't think I did.
Star Wars Galaxies, you could buy spice, and whenever you took spice, it was like a steroid for like 27 hours. Like literal 27 hours, you would like be able to like, you're as strong as like 12 different guys, and you could take on a Rancor by yourself. So that's what spice is in the Star Wars universe. So whenever they're talking about spice sticks and things like that, then yeah, you're doing drugs. It's drugs. You're doing drugs. What else is going on? Something. So we're gonna start talking about what's on television because why not? There's television on tonight. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's on BBC. It looks brilliant. It has Elijah Wood in it. They see
okay,
ghosts.
that you've already sold me.
Okay, check it out because I mean, did you see Wilfred?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, Wilfred was hilarious. Elijah Wood's really funny. This is a BBC show. I think he plays like a bellhop, and in a detective agency. So it's looks pretty funny. Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, speaking of Star Wars.
Star Wars Rebels is on tonight on Disney XD at.
I need to get caught up on that.
8:30.
Because I mean, I love Ahsoka, and the clones are in there, and the characters themselves, like with Ezra, and I'm
now spoilers. I mean, it's got a lot of cool stuff in it, but it does show you the cross lightsaber. There's an episode in there where they have a cross lightsaber, which Kylo Ren also has. So there's a lot of cool tie-ins, and it's canon. It's Star Wars timeline specific.
I'm gonna be completely like over the moon if they make a reference to Rebels and Rogue.
They might because it's the same
yeah, it's
timeline.
Same around the same area.
Imagine they have an actual Ezra live action.
Yeah, no.
That would be like, that would be one of the things that I could see Star Wars doing without like putting on the IMDb kind of thing. Just like
just casually slipping it in there.
Huge like Easter egg, like don't spoil it for anybody. Like Han Solo's son, kind of thing. Something that big. That would be cool. So a little hint to you writers that's writing the next Star Wars movie. Saturday Night Live is on tonight, 11:30.
Just wait for it until about 3:00 Sunday morning, and you'll see Trump rage quitting on Twitter
about Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
Well, that's what I'm talking about it now because Dave Chappelle's show last couple weeks ago just nailed it out of the park, and with these kind of times, usually the best kind of comedy comes out. Like I think the best SNL was during the Bush years. In the most recent time. So let's see what we got with Trump going on because, oh, dude, it's going to be good, right?
Well, the man could be running out of material anytime soon.
Nope. That's for sure. Our buddy Patrick Ian Moore is editor-in-chief of Edibles List magazine, and he sent this over to us today because they're really excited. Their holiday buyer's guide issue hits shelves this week. September the let's see, what is that? September the 9th, so it's Friday. On the cover is Scout Durwood from MTV's Mary Jane, which is a show about cannabis, obviously. And with the recent changes in the law, this is going to be a really popular kind of subject matter. Check it out because in this edition they have what to get the smoker in your life for this holiday season. And look at that gift basket. It looks amazing. So if you're watching, you can go ahead and send this to me, take care of me, and I would greatly, gladly accept that. So, wow, that looks amazing. And so, wow. So that was that. So a little plug for our buddies over at Edibles List magazine who helped sponsor our booth over at LA Comic Con. Thank you guys so much for helping us out with that. We had a great time. A lot of those interviews are still being posted on our YouTube channel, which is the one you're watching right now. If you're watching us, please make sure you hit the subscribe button because that's important. We need more subscribers on our YouTube channel. And I wanted to talk to you guys about what we want for Christmas and what we are doing for Christmas. And I don't know if you have heard or if you had a chance to play with the PlayStation VR. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, luckily, we have. That's right. We have a PlayStation VR in the house. Thank you to our sponsor, Jedi Panda, for hooking us up with this amazing device. You are a Batman fan?
I'm a huge Batman fan, yes.
Oh my God. So let me tell you something. I'm going to go on the record and say this. I was skeptical about the VR at first. I mean, I played it at E3. It was cool. Played the demo. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's see where this goes. We got it here in the studio. I loaded up Batman Arkham VR, and I am Batman. That's how I just kept thinking the whole time. I have a little video. Shows a little video. See what you guys think. This is my first look playing into the Batman Arkham VR on the PlayStation 4. So this is what it's like to be Batman. Pretty cool. And yeah, that was pretty awesome because I think that's like, server time, and I was towing on the half hour. That's pretty interesting and immersive and detailed. Is this what Gotham looks like? There's some people down there pacing, probably stressed out.
Bruce, it's okay.
Cars around the front.
Come on, Brucey, look at me. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Between you and me, I think your father was scared too. Hey, why don't we stop for ice cream on the way home? You can order anything you want.
Martha.
Cash, jewelry. Hand it over.
Stay behind me, Bruce.
Oh, that's traumatizing.
Rough night, sir. When did you return?
Gonna leave that there for right now because I want to go over there. But there's a bat phone, which is kind of cool. Cape Town. South Africa. Postcard from SK. So I'm assuming that's Selena Kyle, which, if you're a bat freak, you know, would be Catwoman. Oh, if only I could play music. Okay, well, oh, that's not yet. Oh, it's Mom and Dad. Why are we Amish? Oh, look. It's Robin. I guess that would be the dog's name, which is why he called his psychics. Oh. Careful where you step in this house. I'm assuming this is his mom's ashes. Oh. Not so morbid. I would assume Bruce Wayne had his parents' ashes just chilling in his living room. Turn around, why? Somebody behind me? Why are you freaking me out? PlayStation VR telling me to turn around all of a sudden. Put him. Damn, Bruce. Bruce is a cutter. Oh! I did something. I knew that. This is the Batcave. Of course this is the Batcave.
Suit-up sequence initiated. Biometric signature required. Batsuit version 7.43. Ready for deployment.
And I didn't want to ruin anything more for our audience, so I ended it there. Because the whole sequence of suiting up into the Batsuit, yeah, that's amazing. Like, you put the gloves on, you put the suit on, the cowl, calibrate your weapons. It made me feel like I was Batman, for real. And the PlayStation VR itself, it's a little pricey. It's double the cost of a unit. A PlayStation 4, I think they're going for $299 right now. The VRs are $499 with the hand wands, which you do need for games like Batman Arkham VR because your hands are your wands. I do highly recommend it. You do need a little play area. The actual headset itself is very comfortable. You kind of feel like you have an IMAX screen on your face because it's end-to-end vision. I haven't had a chance to watch movies through that yet, but I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of experience as far as being like right there in your face. You can play other games on it. You actually don't even need your television when you have the VR because it mirrors your PlayStation in the headset itself. You cannot drink very easily out of a cup. Things you find out when you're trying to do stuff. Yeah, clink is what happens when you try to drink out of a cup. So straw. And scratching your nose. I felt like Batman, for real, because I couldn't really scratch my nose. And especially if you're holding a wand, because then you really just punch yourself in the face with that a couple times. So there's a learning curve to the PlayStation VR that you don't really think about sometimes.
I think like everyone's rediscovering the Wii right now.
Yes, thank you. It was just like when you first, holes in your television kind of stuff. Not that bad because we learned from the Wii. But it does come with hand straps. Please use those. And make sure your animals are not within kicking range. Sorry, Kylo. It happens. He knows what it's like. It's rough life. Dog life. The PlayStation Experience is going on this weekend. If you're here in LA, if you're a little fortunate to be in this area, go down to Anaheim. I believe tickets are $25, $35, something like that. The PlayStation Experience is going on now, where basically PlayStation shows you all the coolest, latest stuff that's coming out in the next year.
I can't do that. I'm poor and I'm busy and I have finals.
And we submitted for press too late. My bad. My bad. So hopefully we'll get some updates from that later on via our press kits. We'll update you guys on anything new and cool coming out. I actually, drive for one of the ride-sharing companies. Had a development team in my car I was going to play the PlayStation Experience. They are developing the gun that the PlayStation VR is going to be using. It sounds amazing. So
I want a virtual reality gun.
Yeah, pretty much. And the developer was saying that it's not so much button click twitch based like most first person shooters have been up until now. It's actually skill based. You got to know how to shoot to win these games. So I mean, you and I who enjoy marksmanship was like, so it's going to be real skill when it comes to the first person shooters in the future. So Yeah, it's gonna give me a dap on that one for sure. It's gonna be awesome. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get some samples. If not, we'll just buy the game because it just sounds amazing, and I can't wait for that. You got to try Batman Arkham VR for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you bounce. Well, that's pretty much sums it up for us this show this week. Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week with new updates and maybe some more VR information.
Yep. And may the odds be ever in your favor for those of you who are doing finals this coming week.
Good luck to you, Mother. Hopefully it goes well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.